Hello, welcome to the third of Genevora's running commentaries. This one is going to focus on tongue position and why we mismap the tongue so frequently. A common problem with singers is pulling the tongue back in the mouth, so pressing down onto the top of the larynx and also filling the space just above the larynx. Why would we do that? Well, let's think about where the tongue sits in the mouth normally. If you just close your mouth and breathe in and out, you will probably feel that your tongue lies along the roof of the mouth. That's where its home position is, filling the mouth. When your tongue is filling the mouth, it's out of the airway. So you get clear channel for the air to go down into the lungs and back out again. So that makes sense as a resting position for the tongue. When we then breathe in to sing, so often what we do is we flatten the tongue in the mouth. So we feel like we're getting a great big space and lots of air in. We feel the cold air hitting the back of the throat, which we misinterpret as making more space in the throat. Let's just think about what's happening there. Air moving over a moist surface will make it colder. We know that when we get out of the sea on a windy day, we feel colder than we would in the same temperature if it's not windy. So air moving faster makes the skin colder. If air is moving down through a tube, as in the vocal tract, it moves faster where there are narrowings, where there are points of constriction. The air moving over the surface at those points will move faster. So if we feel the cold air in the back of our throat, that's the point at which we are closing. That's the point of constriction. So our body might tell us that we're making space in the back of the throat because we can feel the cold air. We're actually narrowing. How can we remap that? How can we reposition the tongue so that we don't narrow in the throat and we don't press the tongue back? We can breathe in with the tongue filling the mouth. Just feel the tongue filling the space in the mouth. Feel it in a ball, not a blade. If you have this feeling, you know that you're not pressing the tongue back into the throat. Obviously, the tongue will move around for vowels and consonants, but as its resting place, as its home position, keep it in a ball, not in a blade. These ideas were really clarified for me by my dear friend Ken Bozeman, so I have to give him some credit for this. He lives in Appleton, Wisconsin, and do look him up. He's got some great teachings on acoustics and kinesthetics of singing. Marvelous, marvelous man. If you want to find out more about what I'm doing, you can look up my website, which is below this film, and there's details of courses and publications of mine. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you alone now, just with the one idea that when you breathe in, you stay cool up front.